Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Powerful Man Show. I am your host, Doug Holt, with my co-host, Tim, the Powerful Man Matthews. Tim, once again, welcome back, man. It's great to have you back on the scene.
Welcome. You're welcome.
So, Tim, we got a short one today for this episode, but I want to talk to you about something that a lot of guys aren't thinking of, and I think they should. Things are opening up with COVID right now, all over the world, in the UK, in the States. Restaurants are opening up. People are out and about. It's summertime, spring, towards the end of spring, beginning of summer. And it's just in the air. You can feel it. It's palpable that people want to get out of the house. They want to travel. I'm flying over to the UK at the end of June. We're doing our first Alpha Reset in a while, which is one of our most popular events. And we'll be doing more and more of those. But the thing that most guys that I talk to aren't thinking about is, what's your plan when things open? Do you have a plan? Because life's going to be different, right? There's a lot of things that are going to happen. So in the area of business, right? Do you have a plan when things open up? The supply chain starts to get refilled, so to speak, or are there going to be issues in that? Now, we're going to have ups and downs here, but I think we're on a trend as things reopen here in Europe and the States anyway. I know other countries are still having a lot of issues. But what's your plan for your business? Have you thought about that? Because things will change, right? A lot of us got hit with COVID and we weren't able to plan. When we pivoted, right, as business leaders as quickly as we could. But now things are going to open. So it's on you if you don't plan it. But also, what about your relationships, right? Things are going to be different for your kids. Are you ready for that as a father, right? Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to step into that role as things open up for them? If you have young kids, they're going to start seeing people without masks on. Maybe they don't even know it. My kids are used to everybody wearing masks, right? They're really little. So that's going to be a change. And then what about your wife, right? She's going to be exposed to a lot of other dudes, a lot of other guys. And if things haven't been going well, things are going to be different, right? There's going to be a lot more opportunities. There's a lot of chatter that we hear from some of the guys and some of the men that have been through the program or what have you, and the single guys. A lot of chatter, about people basically saying, hey, when I can go out and I feel safe to go out, I'm basically going on a rampage, right? A dating rampage. I'm going to be, basically hanging out with as many women as possible, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this is chatter. This is guy talk, locker room talk. But this is going to bleed over, right? Into the gyms, into the spas, into, all kinds of different industries where, as you say, Tim, so eloquently, where it's the right guy at the wrong time, right? The guy hasn't taken time to work on the relationship properly. He hasn't taken time to reconcile things. And now his wife is going to be out there, right? He's going to be out in the real world doing barbecues. I'm going to a birthday party tonight. It's going to be a bunch of couples there and things of that nature. Now, luckily, my relationship's solid. I don't have to worry about what my wife is doing. But for a lot of guys out there, they'd be a little concerned. So a question, guys, I want you to think about is, what is your plan? What is your plan for your business, right? Maybe we look at the 5 territories. So the 5 territories, again, are self, health, wealth, relationships, and business, right? What are your plan for each of those territories as things start opening up in the world, right? And really take time to think about that, right? Do you have a plan? Is it solid, right? What you want to do, right? What is it? Now, for your health, things might not change, although you might have more opportunities to do things that have been closed down, right? Especially group type events. If you like to do yoga or CrossFit or whatever it is, that may have been closed in your area and might be opening up. But what about the other areas? All right, what is your plan? And do that. And we've talked previously about black box thinking on a previous podcast. And that's something, Tim, you do really well, where you look at what's the worst case scenario that could happen. But what is your plan? What's going to happen? Would you be worried, right? If your business was left unattended or if things opened up? Do you have the capacity right now? A lot of business owners here in the States, I don't know what's like in the UK, Tim, but they can't find minimum wage workers right now. They're offering bonuses to bring in minimum wage workers. Restaurants here in the city that I'm in, the town I'm in, are closing on certain days of the week because they can't staff it. Right? So what's your plan with your business? Your relationships, right? If like I'm going to this birthday party tonight, there's going to be a ton of other couples, good looking couples. If I wasn't there and my wife was just going, right? I'm actually going before her. Would I be worried? right? Do I have something to worry about? Or if my wife said, hey, I'm going to go out with the girls and we're going to go to the bar or we're going to go to a concert, are you going to be worried about it? Are you worried where she's really going? Are you worried and concerned with what's happening? And if the answer to any of these, right, business and relationships are two easy ones for me to look at, is wow, I don't have a plan and crap, I am a little worried. Now is the time to take action. Don't take action afterwards. COVID, we didn't know it was coming. So everybody took action afterwards, right? We just didn't know. Some people took action immediately and said, this is changing things, I'm going to pivot. Some people waited 6 months and their businesses failed, right? Or they weren't able to pivot in time. You know this is coming. So the onus is on us as men, right? The onus is on us as men to be able to plan for the change. It's going to be a change. You're a leader in your household. How are you going to lead your family that you feel safe? I know some people listening to this, they feel safe now. That's great. But how are you going to lead that? Because there are going to be conversations your kids are going to be involved in, right? They're going to be different. There are going to be situations they're going to be in that are going to be different. Just the way it's going to be. Same thing with your relationship. Things are going to be different. Right? Are you ready for that?
Yeah, it's interesting as well. COVID has really shone a light on a lot of things that haven't been working in relationships. People have been cooped up together, and they could kind of get away with it before because they'd leave home early, go to work, come back, and they might not have spent as much time with one another. They could have been distracted by things outside the house, but then put them together 24/7. And COVID has shone a light on things. It's going to continue to do so when things open back up, because if you're not ready and you don't have a plan, then imagine it like a worldwide date night or a worldwide date week. Your wife or whoever is going to see a lot of I imagine anyway, she's going to see a lot of people going out and taking advantage of things, and a lot of dates happening maybe, for example. And if you haven't planned something, and if you haven't taken advantage and seized the initiative, then you're going to stand out more than ever as well. Yep. So I think you raised some great questions about how will you handle the conversations around safety and boundaries and so on with this. And at the same time, if you've not already planned it, it's kind of like Christmas, right? The whole world is going to be doing something at the same time. If you don't buy your wife a Christmas present, or maybe Valentine's as well, then you kind of stick out. And it's the same here. If you've not planned maybe a trip to go away together, I'm sure you've spoken about things during COVID. Oh, when things open back up, wouldn't it be great if? Wouldn't it be great if we did this, we did that, we went there, we tried this food. Oh, I've really missed eating at this restaurant. This is your opportunity to really be able to plan. I mean, wow, you guys must have so much ammo in the tank of places you want to eat at, trips you want to go on, things that you've missed, you and your wife. And also, guys, this is an opportunity for you as well to really go out there on your own and be filling your cup and coming back to the relationship very full. And as well, arranging things for your wife to do on her own as well. Hey, I've got the kids, I've booked this thing for you, just take this bag with these things in it and, you'll be good. So there's a real opportunity for you guys here, a real opportunity for you to really stand out. And it's going to go one of two ways. And there's going to be no middle ground with this. You're not going to be able to really half-ass this. You're going to have to go all in and be prepared and organize some really great things, showing that you've listened, or you're not, and it's going to stand out. And that might be the thing that seals the deal. If the relationship has become rocky during COVID and then things reopen and you've not arranged some of these trips or restaurants or the other things you've spoken about, is she then going to think, I've given some hints here for the past 18 months, not being listened to. Does he really care? Is he really that bothered? Put on a little bit of weight during COVID as well, during lockdown. Now, it's true though, right? Some people have stopped working out, been drinking more, been turning to food, all sorts of excuses come in. So I think it's a great topic and one that's very, very timely. So if you're in this position, guys, I strongly urge you. We talk a lot about guys listening to this and some taking action, some not. But if I was you, I would get your journal out tonight in the morning, now, and just write down what are some things I can plan. How can I do this? And you're going to face some resistance probably. You're going to have to put some thought into it, maybe, about the safety aspect. But don't get caught out. Don't get caught short.
You know, I love your Christmas analogy, right? Whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Ramadan, whatever holiday you might celebrate, you know it's coming. It's the same time every year. And how many guys get caught, you know, the last day, the night before, oh crap, I need to buy presents. And they run to the store and buy whatever's left, which is crap, right? So many guys. And the excuses are horrible, right? And if you're one of these guys, hey, look, I get it. At the same time, you're out of excuses, right? You know, this is coming every year. I've been there, man, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to get on this. It's October. I'm going to start planning. And the next thing I know, it's like December 24th. I'm like, oh shit. You know, like what happened? I had so many other things to focus on. Well, this is similar. We know, you know, this is coming, right? You know, this is all opening up. Opportunities like never before are opening up. And even in good marriages, right? There's things coming out that you want to be prepped for. You don't want your marriage to be good. You want your marriage to be great, intimate, connected. You want your business to be great, not good, right? Good's not good enough is what I always say. And that's where you want to focus, guys. So sit down, right? I really recommend it. Carve out an hour in your calendar, right? Right now, carve it out. Hey, an hour, I'm going to be not disturbed. This is going to be my thinking time. Write down your 5 territories: self, health, wealth, relationships, and business. What is my plan? Things are changing in the world. What is my plan to take advantage of these opportunities? Because otherwise you're going to be stuck there on the 24th day of December, so to speak, knocking on a door that's not going to open, right? Please, please, please let me in so I can get a gift. Please, please, I'll buy anything. And I've seen this happen. When I was in college, I paid my way through college working in a retail store one time. And on the day before Christmas, people would come in and they would buy anything. They were buying kids' toys for their wife just so they had something for her to unwrap. Wow. I can only imagine how pissed she would be. Don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy is what I'm going to beg you guys. And that's how you do it. So sit down, carve out an hour, write down the 5 territories. Again, that's self, health, wealth, relationships, and business. And then what's my plan? What's my plan as things open up? What are the possibilities here for me? And then how can I mitigate those? How can I collapse time by learning systems and programs in these areas that are going to help me accelerate things, make things better for myself, right? And utilize that, leverage your resources and your resourcefulness. Tim, I love that analogy. So guys, it's up to you to take action here. And as always, if you've been here with us for a while and you're getting some value out of these podcasts, I'm going to ask you again as a favor to myself and to Tim and the rest of the men involved in the movement is leave a review. And that's how other men like you find this and they avoid being there on the 24th of December. Just leave an honest, authentic review. It means a lot to us. It allows other men, who are like yourself, find us and join this movement and this community of great men. And of course, if it's your first time with us, head over to thepowerfulman.com/bonus and grab a free training. It's a free training. There's no strings attached. Make sure you get that. Well, there is a string attached. I'm going to ask that you actually apply the training to your life so you get some value out of it, because that's what we're here for. Gentlemen, as always, love having you with us. That's a wrap for us here today at The Powerful Man Show, and we'll see you next time. As always, take action.